Welcome everybody and Happy New Year. 2020 is here. Long time ago. Yay! Thank you all for joining us this evening at our first users group meeting of the year, and also new time for all of us this year. I see some new faces. That's great. So I'm Paul Weber. I run the San Diego Java Users Group and more coordinate the volunteers and speakers and the pizza and the sponsors and things like that. This is our typical lineup. So we're already 30 minutes into it. Hopefully you guys had good conversations going on. It did get noisy in here, which is a good sign. Where the meeting begins, I give out the announcements and whatnot, and then I'm doing the presentation tonight. So trivia fact of the presentation, we'll get to that, about the music. First timers, how many people are new? Great, welcome. How many people are new this year? So the only reason I ask for new people is it's nice to see that we get a few new guys and girls every month, and to talk about our mission statement, like why do we do this? How long have we been doing this? You can voice it. Too long?
Before the beginning of time.
At least not.
There was a Java, there was a user group.
So anyways, meet up, have some fun, have some good chats with everybody, see what's going around town in San Diego, and of course enjoy the pizza and camaraderie. Becoming a member, real easy. Join the Meetup Group. Everybody here a member of the Meetup Group? Okay. Did anybody not find out about the meeting from the Meetup Group? Okay, great. So we do still have the SDJUGs on Yahoo mailing list. There's still like 1,000 people getting junk mail from me every now and then. And I try to post it up on LinkedIn and on Facebook. So just our avenues of approach, but Meetup is by far the place. So now we have our word from our sponsor, and we have EJ from Sega.
Hello everyone. I basically am a recruiter here in San Diego, work with a lot of clients in the area. Definitely like recruiting for Java positions, so if you guys have any interest, feel free to just hit me up on LinkedIn, or feel free to talk to me. I have a couple business cards. I'm happy to discuss any opportunities we have now as well as down in the pipeline. Short and sweet.
And thank you for the pizza, man. Very generous. And I see our volunteers have closed the doors downstairs. Great, and brought the green badge back. Thank you very much. I'll take that right over here. There's a story behind that badge, but not for tonight. Okay, so we have other announcements. I'm always looking for speakers. This year is actually wide open, and I've got 2 Java champions sitting right over here that if you guys are interested, they'll be happy to come down one of these months and give a talk. So Paul and Gail Anderson, they are Java FX experts. And we may have somebody at the door. Did we leave a sign up with my phone number?
It's up.
Excuse me. This is Paul. Okay. We'll send somebody right down for you. Just stand by, please. Okay. Thanks, bye. So, volunteer. Thanks, Eric. It's bound to happen until about 7:15, so thank you. So going back, looking for speakers, Paul and Gail, we can talk afterwards, schedule a time maybe? Yes. Also, it's kind of like we want to meet the interest of the group. So, the ideas about what you would like to hear about at an upcoming meetup, or if you know somebody that you think is a great presenter, let me know, and we'll try to get those people in to give us a talk. If you've got a pet project, and this is really where it comes down to about the networking and what we're doing here in San Diego, come and give a talk on it. It's one of those things to share, but it's also, it's kind of neat to see what you're doing, even if it's a hobby kit kind of thing. We've had a couple of members do that in the past. Anybody looking for work? It's always great. We got a guy back in the back. Please, let's hear about it.
My name is Vincent. I'm a fourth-year computer science student at UC San Diego. It's my last quarter, and I'm looking for a entry-level job.
Okay, great. That's good, Vincent, and you've come to the right group, because sometimes we do make connections in here that lead to those job opportunities. Is there anyone else looking? Okay, now we do the flip side. Who's hiring? All right, look at that.
So, my name is Mark Wintersmith. I work for Lowell Road out in RB, which is a subsidiary of KeyBank, and we are looking for full stack Java and React developers. So, at all levels. So, I'd love to get your information after.
Sure.
Hey.
They still do those?
You gotta get your LinkedIn profile up to date, man. But that's good. So, thank you, Mark. Anyone else hiring? All right.
Stan here at ResMed. We're doing AWS Cloud, DevOps, Python, possibly some Java, but we're kind of looking for someone who has experience with AWS, that sort of stuff. So, if you're interested, let me know.
So Stan is a colleague of mine here at ResMed, as well as Eric, who went down to let the other guy in. And ResMed has got a lot of job openings globally. So if you take a look at our website, we have offices here in San Diego, of course, and in Halifax, Lyon, and in Sydney, Australia, and even Dublin, Ireland. Some of the jobs that we have listed are for data scientists and data engineers. We're actually heading into the machine learning world because of all the data we collect on nights of sleep. So it's an interesting company to work for, and it's very, very progressive, I should say. So go ahead and take a look at our websites. We'll have more offerings probably later this year. So that will possibly be also Java developers. So as Stanley, you mentioned we are going to AWS, so a big push of ours is AWS knowledgeable engineers. Anyone else hiring? Okay, so job shifting is still a way to sometimes get to a different domain in our language. Still use Java in the world, but maybe you're tired of biotech and you want to get into banking or maybe even medical science like we do here. So that's also to help us out with the users group as far as our networking is concerned. All right, our sister group, San Diego Kotlin, run by a friend of mine, Ian Brent. It runs on the first Wednesday of each month. It's also a local meetup. They talk about all things Kotlin. So if you're interested in that language, which is probably part of the cell phone industry out of Google, it's take a look at that meetup. Anything else happening in San Diego? Now it's like the first of the year, and we just got back from New Year's parties and saying Happy New Year to everybody at work for the past 2 weeks. But what do we got coming up in the next couple of months? Has anybody seen anything going on?
Well, there's DevNexus in Atlanta that we're going to be speaking at. That is a very big job conference.
Okay. DevNexus, has anybody heard of that? Very few people.
We don't have Java 1 anymore, but DevNexus is replacing that.
Right. And there's Spring One conferences too, which are very heavily in the Java domain with our Spring Boot champions from around the world. And also, as Paul mentioned, Java 1 doesn't exist. It's called Oracle Code 1, and it's going to be in Las Vegas this year.
Yeah.
So its time frame is it in September?
September, October, something.
Somewhere in there.
September,
Okay.
October, I'm not sure.
So, but of course, before then, we got Comic-Con. So San Diego, who's got Comic-Con tickets already? Already, dude. Okay, so there's somebody here who loves Comic-Con more than Star Trek. All right, so Speaker box, yeah, one speaker tonight, that's all I can muster up. I was actually going to do some other talks, maybe talking about the JDK every 6-month release. How many people know what the current version of the Java JDK is? 13, lucky 13. And when does the next release come out?
6 months.
Wow, we're halfway through that though.
Okay, well then.
3 months.
March. Yeah, so how many people have upgraded to 13?
Well, I have it on my machine.
Well, okay.
Maybe after this talk we will.
There you go. I had to upgrade the code for this talk to 13. 12 doesn't work anymore. Amazing how they did that. Okay, so yeah, I've been around town for a little while. I've been running the Java users group since about 2000, so quite a while. It met up in the Scripps Ranch library with like 4 guys and 2 pizzas at that time. So we've expanded a little bit. But good stuff. Been into Agile Development. Many domains here in San Diego. Biotech, fraud detection. Space sciences, when General Dynamics Space Systems Division was still here. And then, of course, now with ResMed and the medical device, changing lives with every breath, which is kind of cool. And then back when Sun was still around, they started the Java Champion program, and they got nominated and voted in. As Paul and Gail did the same. All right.